Good morning, YouTube. Oh, just take care of some business. I'm going to bro. I gotta stop taking care of business because I'm pretty sure this business is not clean, like at all. Like I think excuse me. I think this business is cut with some other business, which is like you don't cut this type of business the same way you cut other businesses, but it can still be cut. And this business doesn't look like any business I've really ever messed with the rest of my life. Like, this is the first time in my life that I've kind of messed with this business that looks like this. I forgot he upped the sensitivity like crazy. Adaptive VSync locks the frame rate to monitor refresh when the game could run faster to eliminate tearing, but allows tearing below the monitor refresh. It seems like I would actually want that on. That's crazy. Didn't see that. Let's just go in the firing range and fuck around with it. I don't think he wanted to mess with my settings, but I wish he would have. I wish he would have like fixed them all. Let's see what he was looking at. Let's go see what he was looking at. Yeah, I still see what he was seeing too. That's no better. That may help frames, though, essentially. Let's go back up there.
I have come to save the day, maybe.
Whoa, that's really bad now. Okay, so that's probably the setting we're looking for. That's what I'm going to take it as. Was anti-aliasing. So let's go find... Look how bad that looks, dude. That's crazy. Like you'd think my frames would just be insane. Like 100%.
Here I go.
All the time. And just super smooth feeling. Like honestly, it does feel really good. I don't know if it feels better. And honestly, I don't even know if frames is my issue. I think not frames is my issue, but first of all, let's lower that a little bit. I think ping is my issue. Like, it's capped right there on 144. Whoa. Ping shot up. So annoying being able to feel this type of shit, dude. From gaming so long, I'm so sensitive to this type of shit. What's up, Lauren? Like, that doesn't feel good at all. Looks okay. Does not feel okay. Part of the reason is my hands are above my desk. Which I don't normally do. That's what I should be doing.
Leveled up, friends. Time to get an upgrade.
Very nice. Yes, I have physical rehab, physical therapy meeting at 1, or referral, I guess, not meeting. Like, I should honestly be better at aiming with the left stick. I just always thought I was, you know, a user controller player because I aimed with a left stick. Helpful.
I want bigger arms for hugging more friends. Must be time for an upgrade.
I'm trying to figure out these settings. I'm waiting for one of my subs to get on, and he wants to play Roblox, so I told him I'd play Roblox with him. Don't know what we're going to play. I'm going to try to figure out some settings and stuff for it. Let's go back up here. Okay, so that just looks absolutely horrendous. Can I go to settings, please? What the?
I should get an upgrade. I've always wanted an eye patch.
Where did anti-aliasing go trigger? Okay. We'll run that on medium, see what that does. Nothing. Okay. Nothing. You never seen anything from Roblox? Like, you just heard of the game? It's honestly, like, it's got a lot going on and looks like it could be fun. But, like, it seems like it's really glitchy for one, and it seems like the key bindings are really weird for mouse and keyboard. It seems like they're really weird. Like, not normal at all. And I'm not a mouse and keyboard player by any means, so like that's why I typically look for games that are controller compatible, because I'd rather play on a controller. Effects, detail, impacts, marks, dynamic spot shadows. We'll enable that real quick, see what happens. Ooh, that's looking terrible. Looking horribly, horrible, horribly, horrible. Okay,
I should get an upgrade.
we're gonna
You
disable
can never
both
have
of
too many
those again.
upgrades.
Sun shadow detail, spot shadow detail. It just goes from low to high. Zach Champaco, yeah, I'm doing okay. Zach Champaco came over last night. We just hung out. He was on my last night's stream. You can go see what he looks like on that one. We just played video games. He checked out all the settings and stuff, and like.
I should get an upgrade. You can never have too many upgrades.
I'm still trying to see what he sees. I don't know how he sees certain shit, but like. Yeah, he's doing okay. His mom's still like, you know, I'd say like managing his money, which I don't know. Anyway, he's still living with his mom and and all that. Fun to talk to though, for sure. Good to see him. I think we're gonna hang out again soon. See if we can get like Brandon over here again.
I've always wanted an eye patch.
Over here. He just didn't want to come over last night for some reason. Or he was hanging out with his nephews. Okay, so I guess we'll start with hi. Maybe just leave that.
I better select an upgrade.
Okay, I don't think I need to change that. We're gonna turn that on. Like, I wonder if I need to turn this on. And I need to somehow activate that. Oh, very nice. That's good to know. Just because? Apply.
I better select an upgrade.
I still see the flickering. Like down here. And like on these horizontal lines. I still see flickering. And I still see it on like the doors and stuff. Like maybe that's what he's really seeing, and that has always fucked with me. Still see it. Oh, okay, that's good. How have things gone with like your psychiatrist? Have you talked to them again?
I want bigger arms for hugging more friends. Must be time for an upgrade.
Desync. Maybe just try trilinear. I don't see it on the doors as much anymore. Oh yeah, I do. Oh really?
I should get an upgrade. You can
You mean
never
just
have
like
too
blood
many
testing?
upgrades.
I don't know what to do to my settings to make it better. And every YouTube video is just like super long and just full of shit. Okay, I want you to tell me what anesiotropic 2 times means.
I want bigger arms for hugging more friends. Must be time for an upgrade.
He said he was missing settings. That's what he told me last night in this game. Is that better? Slightly, I think. But not really. Like those stairs still look like doo-doo.
I better select an upgrade.
You shut up, Pathfinder. Holy shit. Okay, I think that got worse. Which is what I kind of expected. Maybe a little bit. I feel like it should start getting a little better. I think that's getting better.
I should get an upgrade. I've always wanted an eye patch.
Like the doors look a little better. I think that's getting a little better. Shit is crazy because I'm just like ramping up my settings right now. Yeah, so that they can rule out certain brands. That's how it'll work. My body got you. Huh. If I had any of that done, I don't remember it. Maybe I tried dynamic. Look at that. There's this like a black screen right there for a little bit. Oh, that looks a little better. Oh, that doesn't.
I better select an upgrade.
Will you shut up, Pathfinder? Like, why do... I have to hear that all the time. That definitely seems way better than what I just had. So let's go down to double buffered. I don't know. Turn it off. Oh, really? That's cool. How'd you know to request that? Austin tell you to request that?
I should get an upgrade. You can never have too many upgrades.
Shut up, Pathfinder. You're driving me crazy. Okay, I'm gonna stay on triple buffered. try this. Spot shadows.
I should get an upgrade. I've always wanted an eye patch.
Hold on, I need to make that a little bit bigger.
I should get an upgrade. You can never have too many upgrades.
Yeah. And even then, I mean, you don't still really know. Yeah. And that's a freaking waste of time, not fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Another reason why I'm just like terrified to do that again. I remember just like rolling around on the floor, just like could not sleep, miserable because of my medicine. Yeah. Yeah, medicine's trash.
I better select an upgrade.
I've always just hated medicine. What was I just on? I was on... I just feel like that's not really anything to that. So, let's turn it way down. Where does it go? There. Hold on, I feel like it did just have an effect on something right there. No. Okay,
I should get an
sounds
upgrade.
good.
I've
I've got to
wanted
go
an eye patch.
at, I don't know, probably noon, 2 hours. Love you. Mm.
I should get an upgrade. I've always wanted an eye patch.
I just shouldn't have to mess with all this. Like, ever. Like, the game itself
I should get an upgrade.
should already
you can never
be
have too many upgrades.
optimized. Or know how to run at optimized settings for whatever system it's on. Bro, I have such a bad habit of pulling down on my aim. Like on my first shot. I
I
can't play
want
like
bigger arms for hugging more friends. Must be time for an upgrade.
I just feel like this is not the setup right here.
A new level means it's upgraded killing machine. That's me. I never select an upgrade.
I don't know. Maybe I just go look up some settings real quick on a YouTube video and then just like completely copy it. Just so I have somebody's like recommendation.
There's a crisis at the border, but
I
Representative
want bigger
Hugh
arms
Shine
for hugging
Shut
more
up,
friends.
Pathfinder.
Must be time for
What's
an
up, guys? In today's
upgrade.
video, I'm going to be giving you all the best settings for Season 20 of Apex Legends. These settings will boost your FPS and lower your input delay. They'll lower visual clutter and make it easier to see other players. They'll improve your aim and your movement and make you a better player. And they'll just overall give you a big advantage. So if that's something that you guys are interested in, make sure you stick around because there's a lot of stuff to cover. As I always do, I'll be going through each individual setting one by one, explaining them a little bit and giving you guys the best ones. Real quick before I get into it, if this video does help you, please remember to leave a like and a comment. It helps out the video so much. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any helpful videos in the future. But yeah, let's just get right into the settings. First, we're going to start off in the gameplay tab. Interact prompt style, you want this one compact. Default takes up too much space on the screen. For button hints, mine are off. You could turn these on, it doesn't really matter too much. Crosshair damage feedback, I like mine off. This is the best setting for lowering visual clutter in the game. You don't really need crosshairs in this game because when you hit somebody, there's a distinct audio cue. They're just unnecessary and can be kind of distracting. If you guys do really want crosshairs, just set it to X. Don't use X with shield icon. For damage numbers, stacking is going to be the best. This is the cleanest option that takes up the least amount of space on your screen. Ping opacity, I have mine on default. Obituaries, you want this on at all times. This is your kill feed. Minimap rotation, set this on. It makes it way easier to read the minimap. Weapon auto cycle on empty, have this on. Auto sprint, recently I've been playing with it on. I've been a big advocate for MK players to leave it off for the longest time because it gives you full control over your movement. And when you have this on, you get slightly more delay with your shotguns. But having it on does make movement feel a little bit better. There's a little bit less dead slides. I still think leaving it off is the best option. Double tap sprint, I have it off. Jetpack control, you want this on hold. Incoming damage feedback, 2D is the best. 3D is okay, but it's a little bit more distracting because there's more things going on your screen. And just don't use 2D, 3D both. Taking damage closes dead box or crafting menu. Make sure this is off. You don't want to be getting kicked out of dead boxes whenever you get shot. Off-screen portraits, I have this set to off. Pop up, I have this off as well. Streamer mode, mine is off. This is just something that you would turn on if you want to hide player names in the kill feed. Anonymous mode, I have this enabled and it's just tied to your name. game. Usage sharing, set this to disabled. Performance display, turn this on. This will show you your ping and FPS at all times. Communication filter, mine is set to everybody, but you can turn this off if you don't want to talk to teammates. And reticle color, right now I'm just using the default Trinopia yellow. My favorite colors that I really like using are going to be this yellow, a bright green color, a sort of cyan blue color, a bright pink, and also just plain. But I like Trinopia. I like the brighter colors that it gives the game. You don't need to use this. It's just personal preference, but I like how it looks. Subtitles, turn these off. Subtitle size, set to normal. Accessible chat features, turn that off. Convert voice to text chat, turn that off. And play incoming text chat to speech, turn that off too. Next, we're going to head over to the mouse and keyboard tab. Mouse sensitivity, right now I'm playing 1600 DPI 0.7, which is about 37 centimeters per 360. It's a pretty medium sensitivity for this game. Usually I play 1600.75, which is about 34.5 centimeters. These are both pretty medium sensitivities that work for a lot of people. It's not so fast where it's hard to control, but it's also fast enough that it's pretty easy to keep up and do movement. A general range that I recommend most people to stay in this game, if you're on 1600 DPI, it would be 0.6 to about 1, and if you're on 800 DPI, that would be 1.2 to 2.0, just somewhere in that range. Then ADS mouse sensitivity, I've always used per optic ADS sensitivity because the default 1.0 just feels really slow for me. Once I turn this on, my aim improved a lot. So right now for my 1X, I'm playing on 1.05. I usually do
Should I copy off his shit?
this or about 1.1. 1.0 on 1X isn't too bad. So for my 2X, I have it set to 1.3, and then everything else is just set to 1.4. I mess with these pretty often, but they're usually somewhere around these values. Mouse acceleration, you want this off. Mouse invert, you want this off. Clamp mouse cursor to game window, turn this on. Lighting effects, turn this off. My keybinds are pretty straightforward, but there are a few that I do want to talk about. First, on move forward, make sure you have it set to a scroll wheel so that you can tap strafe, and then set the other direction of your scroll wheel to jump so that you can do things like B-hop and do a lot of other movement techs easier. And then for crouch, I like hold, and I also have a secondary crouch keybind on my V so that I can super glide a lot easier. You want to have a secondary crouch keybind that you can hit with spacebar with your thumb simultaneously. So something like C, V, B, N, or M would be really good for your secondary keybind. Most of the keybinds are going to be personal preference. I do want to talk about individual heel keybinds because I feel these are very important. These are all mine. I'd recommend setting these to things that you can hit with your thumb or your pinky and then maybe one or two on your index finger. But heel keybinds are really good once you get used to them. It can save you a lot of time. A new one that everyone needs to do on the open emote wheel, set this to a keybind that you can hit comfortably. By default, it's F1, but now when you want to upgrade your perks on your armor, you have to press this. So instead of pressing F1, just press a different button. I press X, it's really easy to hit. And then the rest of these don't really matter. Now for controller, I don't really play controller, but there are a ton of other guides on YouTube for this kind of thing. But now let's head over to the video tab. Display mode, you want this on full screen at all times. For aspect ratio, I'm on 16:9 native right now.
He's got NVIDIA Reflex turned on.
I should get an upgrade. I've always wanted.
I don't think I have that though.
But Stress Res is really good in this game. For 16:10 resolutions, I like 1728 by 1080, and then for 4:3, I like 1440 by 1080. If you guys want to use Stress Res, I have a full video on how to do that linked below. Brightness, I like to turn this up a little bit to about 60-70%. Turning this up will bring out some of those dark areas of the map and make it easier to see. But once you start going too high, like 70 plus, it's going to wash out the colors. For field of view, 110 is definitely the best. The lowest I would go personally is about 104, but 110 is the best. And you can also go higher than that. You can go up to 120 by changing things in your config files. FOV ability scaling, set this to disabled. So when you do abilities like Octane Stem, it doesn't change your FOV and it won't change your sensitivity because those two things are linked in this game. Sprint view shake, set this to minimal. VSync, you want this disabled. NVIDIA Reflex, you either want this enabled or enabled plus boost. The bare minimum, everyone should have this enabled if it's an option. But if you guys are getting stutters, set that back to enabled and you should be good. Adaptive resolution FPS target, set this to 0. We don't want to use that. Anti-aliasing, I would recommend setting this to
I better select an upgrade.
I know some people do like playing with anti-aliasing, but the form of AA that Apex uses is pretty blurry and it can make things really hard to see. So none is definitely going to be the best option for visual clarity. And texture streaming budget, I have mine set on very low. This is the highest option you need to get the full camo.
This is very low. And bilinear. Like, I just don't think so. Whatever.
On your gun. Setting it to none is the best for FPS and visual clarity, but it does make your game look pretty bad. So I think very low or low is going to be best for most people. You could set it to medium or high if you want to, but then it's going to start rendering it even more textures, and it could be a little bit distracting. Texture filtering is one that you can also turn up a little bit if you want your game to look better. I'm on bilinear just because I don't really care, but setting it to 2x or 4x will make your textures look a little bit better. It'll make your game look a little more crisp, and then the rest of these settings don't benefit us at all. They only harm FPS and visibility, so we're going to set all of them to lowest or disabled. So sun shadow coverage low, sun shadow detail low, spot shadow detail disabled, volumetric lighting disabled, dynamic spot shadows disabled, model detail and effects detail on low, impact marks disabled, and then ragdolls on low. Those are all the best video settings. Now let's head over into the audio tab. For master volume, I play on 100%, but I just have it set to 0 for video purposes. Output device, choose whatever you're using for your headphones. Voice chat input device, set this to whatever microphone you're using. Voice chat record mode, I like push to talk just so my mic isn't constantly on. Incoming voice chat volume, I like to set this to 60. Sound effects volume, I like to leave this on 100, and if my game is still too loud, I'll come up here to my master volume and change it there. And dialogue volume, I have it set to 30. You don't need this too loud. When the characters call out something in game, it shows up in the kill feed too. Music volume, I have it set to 0 because I don't like hearing the music when I fly in. It can be a little bit distracting and I might miss out on a couple of audio cues. Lobby music volume, this one's just preference, but I don't care, I have it set to 0. Then sound and background, this one doesn't really matter, I have it on. But that covers it for all of the in-game settings. Now we're going to hop over into the video config file for those who want to boost visual clarity and FPS even further.
That looks so much worse to me.
Bigger arms for hugging. Must be time for an upgrade.
It's super simple to find, just come
I feel like that just looks so much worse. Like if I were to go up here, look down at everything, like everything's like alive.
I want bigger arms for hugging more friends. Must be time for an upgrade.
Like, how would you say this is the best? There's got to be something wrong with like something else. These are the best settings. There's just no way.
I want
That's a
bigger
little
arms
better.
for hugging more friends. Must be time for an upgrade.
Not when I fucking ADS though. It's like an acid trip. He said anti-aliasing made it worse, but I feel like it just made it better. It definitely makes it better. It really just smooths everything, huh?
I should get an upgrade. I've always wanted an eye patch.
So, like, I wonder what that would be. I feel like it's this. Like, maybe I should open... this. And say my performance is excellent right now. Wait, oh, there's an update. Okay, good to know. Maybe I should go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and shut down Apex. Just shut it down. And I'll just go ahead and update that. That should be really quick. Yeah. Say download the update, I guess. And I think I need to mess around in these. Like I should probably do that. Probably do this. My average FPS on Halo is 94. Average on Apex is 90. Damn. That's no good. The average FPS on Splitgate is... what the fuck? Okay, install. Okay. That's running. Grab. Oh, hi, buddy. Wider. Are you sweetly? Good Louie. Oh.